We're still below the 2014 tax rate. The town remains at its same tax rate, the town portion, which I think is reasonable.
Yep.
Yeah, do you need a motion?
If you guys are interested in that one, yeah.
All right, I'll make a motion that we use $550,000 of the fund balance to reduce taxes and set the town tax rate at $3.71, which would leave us with an overall proposed tax rate of $22.20.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded. Okay, and I'm just gonna go a little further. So the county has raised us a penny to 95 cents. The school portion has gone from 15.10 to 15.31. And the state education has gone down 3 cents from $2.26 to $2.23. That being said, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So DRA has to approve our number, and next week we'll hopefully sign the town warrant if they do, and the tax bills will go out. Moving on to health insurance. We have a number of options. And Jan, are you making a recommendation for which one we should take?
I'm making a recommendation that we go with option 2, and I'm asking the board to change the personnel policy from 20% the employees pay, town picks up the 80, to 15% for the employee, and the town pick up 85%.
That make that a $5,000 increase to the town, is that just, this chart, did this take in all the employees that are on it?
The chart that I'm, yes, the last,
This one here.
yes.
Because there's a difference in the deductibles.
Yes.
That was the reason you're recommending
Yes, and there's,
1585.
yes, and it's also the prescription plan.
But it's, if we look down where it says current year, it's 20,000 more. You're at 218,635, and that, under that column is 238.
Mm-hmm. That's what's currently in the budget.
That's what we budgeted, but we didn't spend
Mm.
what we budgeted.
Correct.
That's for 9 families, 4 persons, and 3 singles. That what the budget was based on. The actual count of policies are 3 family, 3 2-person, and 7 singles.
Yes.
And this, the current plan we're showing here, this is the current plan for this year, not the current renewal, right?
Correct.
Right. We had the figures for the renewal too, which were very similar to, or actually more expensive than what you're recommending, weren't they?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes?
I have a question. On the spreadsheet we have here, the big one, you have co-insurance. What, and under this plan, it's $3,000, apparently $3,000. What is that? What is co-insurance?
In most cases, it's
your end
your
of-
20%
Right.
past the deductible. The health insurance company pays 80%, you pay 20% until your co-insurance amount is satisfied.
Okay.
In most instances, and I assume that's the same with this.
So in this instance, the employee would be responsible for the first $3,000?
The deductible is 1,000.
Yeah. But that's for a family.
And the 3 is for the
It's a
family.
maximum on a family.
Oh, okay. No, well, this is showing total, this is total out-of-pocket versus, so that would include
Prescriptions, everything,
everything, yeah.
everything goes into it. I think the current one that we have now, total out-of-pocket's about 13,000 on a family.
Okay.
And there has been some dissatisfaction with the administration, at least in the start, with the current plan as well, I know.
Mm-hmm, okay.
We had a number of mistakes and errors that made life difficult for employees in the first few months of the switchover.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the company again?
Health Trust.
Health Trust, option
Mhm.
2.
Yes.
Make a motion, we go with Health Trust, option 2, with a 15-85 split.
Second,
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
the Health Trust program is administered by Anthem, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll be with Anthem Blue Cross.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing, there's not a huge difference between what we're paying now and this option 2, I certainly would agree. And then seeing the comparison with the other programs.
Yeah, and that, what we're paying now is what we're actually paying this year. It isn't the renewal rates, which were
Right.
significantly higher than that.
Mm-hmm. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Been back with the trust for a while.
Mhm. There is. On the HRA, there are 2 sheets. They're 2 separate because we have to do December 1st through the 31st of December, and then it's going from January 1st to December 31st, and we're back on the calendar year.
We did that monthly break a few years back because it saved the town
Uh,
a tremendous amount of money
Yes.
and administration by jumping it a month.
And that way, we were able to stay grandfathered under that plan. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. We changed.
Do we want to handle the minutes of the last meeting now, or do you want to, they only came out today, that's why I'm asking.
I'm happy to wait till the next meeting, so we can
Okay.
look at it.
All right, I have an accounts payable manifest in the amount of $39,330.13.
So moved.
Second?
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Request from the Assessor's Office, notice of computer adjustment, request to abate the amount of $334.48 for the 2016 land use change tax on map 420, lot 17, located in 168 South Road. Reason for abatement is a hardship abatement.
So moved, that we grant the abatement.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Could you repeat what number, South Road?
168?
Yes, 168.
158?
6. Okay, in regards to renting Mark Young's loader for $2,800 a month, I have three separate, one from Nortrax, $4,500 a month. ATS Equipment, $4,000 a month. And ProQuip, $4,500 a month.
Make a motion to go with Mark Young's loader for $2,800 a month,
Second?
and thank him.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
And also, the other point in having Mark do it is if the loader breaks down, he's there to repair it. We don't have to wait until the next business day for somebody to maybe come out.
I think using Mark, for the record, I think using Mark's loader makes good sense. I just think we should do this
Yep.
periodically.
Oh,
so-
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
All right, do we want to take up personnel compensation now or wait till next week?
I'd like to wait till next week.
I'd like to look at the
Yep.
the sheet that we got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job of putting that out.
I'm going to read this one. From Stephen Whitley. I've discussed the town's financial situation with my partners here, and we are concerned that without a more secure and sound source to pay, we will no longer be able to represent the town before the SEC. While we are appreciative of the board's efforts to pay what it can right now, we simply cannot continue to bill the town if it is unable to pay its bills in a timely manner. We understand the financial constraints the town is working under, but given that the town is already thousands of dollars past due, and the amount of work that will be necessary to competently represent the town from now until next March town's meeting, we don't believe it is prudent for either the town or our office to continue in this fashion. Notwithstanding the above, I recognize that the town would not likely find a suitable replacement in short order, and that there are approaching deadlines such as the November 15th deadline to file pre-filed testimony. Therefore, unless you wish to terminate my representation earlier, I intend to continue representing the town until at least December 1st, 2016, and the town will continue to be billed. If the town wishes to continue my representation past that date, then the town must be current on the monies that are due by December 1st, 2016, and also have a secure and sound source of funds for continued billing. That source of funds could be from the public or from transfers from other appropriations. If the town is not able to become current and provide a more stable source of funding, then I'm afraid we will need to terminate this relationship pursuant to our fee agreement. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Have we received any contributions at all?
Not to date.
Okay.
I expect there'll be some coming up shortly. At least that's what was presented to us at the planning board meeting. And in fact, the board reviewed several requests for additional information, which Attorney Whitley had asked the board to look at, and revised the wording to some extent, and in fact is supposed to be before us, probably at next meeting, to authorize to forwarding to Whitley. It was a unanimous vote on the planning board to request this additional information, and there are varied views on the board with regard to the Northern Pass project, so that even those individuals who were basically in favor of the project, felt that these were reasonable questions and to ask of Northern Pass, and something that should be answered.
One small problem. We have about $3,000 left in the legal line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if he's willing to go to December 1st and give us a chance to see if we can
Come up with funding.
figure something out, I think we should probably take advantage of that offer and see what we can do.
At least get through Fred's meeting,
Yeah, okay.
where he's already asked him.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. All right. Friends of the Deerfield Library have reserved the Deerfield Town Hall for March 18, 2017. They're asking for a rental waiver.
Sure, why not? We've never charged them before.
Every year, the Friends of the Library help the library in various ways, paying for passes, paying for the storyteller, for the summer reading program, and on and on. I agree, we've always... So can I get a motion to waive the fee?
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Very good. We've received a block grant check in the amount of $41,712.56. And MetroCast has let us know that some rates will change in 2017, and it'll be going out to the residents. In the meantime, I have a request. Well, he's here. Want to make your request? Mr. Weber?
Good evening. My name is Kevin Weber. I'm the Scoutmaster of the local Deerfield Troop 138. I'm coming before you tonight to ask if it would be acceptable for the Boy Scouts to hold their weekly meetings at the Deerfield Town Hall. We currently meet at the Deerfield Community Church, and that option is not going to be available to us starting January 1st. So we're looking for a location to meet. We meet weekly at 6:30 on Monday nights, from 6:30 to 8 o'clock, every Monday night throughout the year, minus, if Christmas or New Year's falls on December 1st. We currently have an active roster of about 22 scouts. On any particular Monday night, we have about 15 scouts that show up for a meeting. We have 4 or 5 adult leaders that are present at all meetings, so there are adults present whenever scouts are using the facility. Our troop is very active in the town, as I'm sure this board is aware. We work on a lot of service projects throughout the town. We have Scouting for Food coming up. So we're coming tonight to ask if the town hall would be a suitable location. If it's not, we also have spoken to Joe Manzi about using one of the rec rooms in the rec department, which would be our second choice, but our primary choice is the town hall for its location.
So, looking at this, I saw the request the other day and started doing some discussion. I don't think the town hall would be necessarily appropriate. But we have a room upstairs that's not being used at all. I really think the town needs to get behind the Boy Scouts and do everything we can to help them meet. The only problem would be that we meet on Monday nights. There would have to be a level of calm or whatever, noise in that room. We're not going to hear it down here, but I mean out in the hallways and stuff like that. Looking at the storage situation, I don't know where on the George B. White property we could store something like that.
What is it?
What exactly is it?
We have a cabinet that's about 6 feet wide, 6 feet tall, and a couple of feet deep. It's just a wooden cabinet with 2 doors that we store, supplies, basically, books.
We could put that upstairs. We could put that upstairs.
Yeah, I agree with you. And the other thing that we've done over the past few years, Kevin, is have an energy policy where we try not to heat the town hall up,
Yeah.
particularly for smaller groups during the winter months.
That's fair.
I know we've discouraged other groups, given oil was a little more expensive the last couple of years, and it looks like it's going to be this year, but we have discouraged other groups from using it as a meeting room in the winter.
And a constant use would deteriorate our efforts to keep it at a certain level. But we have that room, so.
Yeah, that heating issue was going through my mind as well, heating
Yeah.
a large building for 15 or 20 people, and here we do have the space here, so I think it's a great idea.
Make a motion that we allow the Boy Scouts to meet on the upper room of the GBW.
The former, what do we call in that room now? It's the former selectman's
That's
office, but
what-
Yeah, and allow them to have their cabinet there for storage.
Second.
all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. If I also may, we have a troop trailer that we currently park behind the church. And when we were talking about where to move that, we were talking about putting that at some residence houses, that kind of thing. And one of the thoughts that
Across
we
the
had
street?
was somewhere near this building,
Across the street.
across the street would be great. That way, the police are, right here. There's a lot of traffic. We feel it would be safe and secure in that location.
Good.
Good deal.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thanks for asking and doing what you do.
It's my pleasure.
Come and see Jan for keys.
Give them the good news.
All right. Town administrator's report.
Okay, you brought up a leak in the ceiling downstairs. Mark is looking into the leak. He's not sure where it's coming from, because when we had the driving rain, that's when it leaked. This past weekend, it didn't leak at all. So he is checking to find out exactly where it's coming from and
I went with my granddaughters to a dance class down there, and I'm coming back out past Joe's office, and I'm standing, and all of a sudden, where's this? I look up, and the ceiling's dripping like crazy. It's like, wait a minute, I thought this thing was sealed up.
Yeah.
so they're not sure whether it's coming around the drain pipe from the ceiling or coming up underneath the flashing on the side, so
But they're working on it.
they're working on it. Sometime this week, the dead limbs and branches that Joe Manzi was talking about on the fence line will be trimmed and removed. The other thing is, Steve Gemelli received an email from our web host, and they would like to know if we would like to update our town website. It's an expense of $5,000, but if you were to go to the Berlin site, town's website, Molten Borough, Center Harbor, Hanover, and Kingston, those have been updated. You are able to have multiple people go in and put news on there. There's a lot of different things that can be done with it.
When was the last time we updated the website?
It was the new one in 2012.
Okay.
So what were some of the other towns? I had Kingston and Berlin.
Molten Borough
Mm-hmm.
and Center Harbor. I can send you the email if you would
That'd
like.
be good.
Okay,
Just want to take a look at
it,
those.
and
yes.
we can talk about it.
Yeah.
And also in your packet for next week, I put the draft warrant articles. If you would
We should take a look at them.
take a look at them, see if there's anything that you want to add, if there's something you want to take out. The petition warrant article that came in for the money at Pleasant Lake, it wasn't really to vote for money to raise and appropriate, so I reworded it. I contacted Mr. Duffy. He said that was fine if the board wants to go ahead and sponsor the warrant article.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes.
Yeah.
But let's look at that, and
And the other one is the veteran credit and how you want to handle that.
okay. Questions for the town administrator?
Yeah. I'm assuming that, I talked to you briefly, but that you did get in touch with Wes Golem?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
He has a letter in correspondence, and he apologized.
Okay, but he removed the fire department seal and
Yes.
and
He didn't realize he
You can't
could
say
not
that.
do that.
board endorsed him, yeah.
Yeah.
Good, thank you.
Okay.
I have a question, too.
Sure.
I'm working part-time for the state involved in the P4 problem. And it's an issue that apparently is tied in with the use of firefighting foam. And this is probably a question for the fire chief, who's not here, but whether the town has used firefighting foam to fight any fires here in town, and whether we've trained using firefighting foam. They found P4 concentrations at the Kingston Fire Department well in excess of the drinking water standard that has been set for this particular contaminant. And it's because they've used foam and cleaned out their hoses and have contaminated their well. It was a dug well, but nonetheless it became contaminated. So we could probably have somebody from the state do an analysis on our well, the fire department well, but it'd just be interesting to find out if we have used that type of foam and if we've trained using that type of foam and where that's occurred.
I will. Are there multiple type of foam?
Apparently there's a newer foam now that supposedly doesn't contain this material.
I will check.
And, but it has something else, and and DES at this point in time doesn't know what this other material is and how potentially dangerous it is. This stuff is, when you do the analysis for the water analysis for this building and the town hall, they were talking concentrations in parts per million of being concerned, like nitrates at 10 parts per million. This stuff is parts per trillion.
Oh, lovely.
And it doesn't require much to create a problem. So, and this is something that fire departments just were not familiar with and didn't know about.
Right.
And unfortunately now we have a problem, so.
So let's ask
find
the
out.
question.
mm.
Anything else for the town administrator?
All set.
All right, I have unfinished other or new business.
One thing I'll bring up, and you certainly don't have to answer it in public session, Jan, but when we hired you, you had a timeframe that you wanted to work, and as I recall, 2017 was when you wanted to stop working. And
I promised I'd give you 3 months.
I remembered, I remembered, I think, tossing around the word May, which I don't know if that's still the month you're thinking of, but I am thinking in the back of my head that that's coming up on 6 months away, and it's a process that's gonna take some time and thought, so. As I said, you don't have
Anything you do
to
when you
answer us
can.
now, but
Okay.
if you're planning on leaving on January 2nd, would love to know. If you're planning on stretching it out, would like to know that too.
No, I promised I'd give you at least 3 months notification when I was leaving, and I haven't gotten there yet.
All right.
Case closed.
Anything else? Citizens' comments?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you all for coming.